So when it comes to rehab, one of the main things is not about just releasing muscles, which I am doing right now, but as you can see, that for most of the part, it's about activating your opposing muscles. Make sure that they are working properly. And then the muscle that is overactive, that is taking on the load, that's the muscle that you want to focus on releasing. This is day one of my rehab blog. And I figured I'd start off with a good warm up while I go over what I'll be doing. Why am I rehabbing? What is wrong with me? So I have this pain in my hip on the right side of my hip. Feels like it's coming in from my iliopsoas because I don't feel it in my back. I feel it mostly in my loin and in front of my hip. To be exact, I feel it more in the lesser trochanter than anything. And it's very specific movements that I feel it. Like right now, I don't feel it at all. I feel a little bit, but not a lot. But as soon as I take my leg into abduction, it's screaming. So I figured I need to really focus on myself, really focus on rehabbing and getting this hip better, seeing what the imbalances is that's causing this consistent tension in my groin. So figured I'd warm up for a couple of minutes, take it nice and slow. Today, I haven't been to the gym in a really long time. I'm gonna say about a year. So I'm taking it easy. I had a very active past 2 weekends, so I figured why not start now? Just recovering over that soreness. I've done some research on what imbalances could be when it comes to my hip. My research has taken me back to just fascial lines and kinetic chain. Most likely there's some anterior pelvic tilt going on. So I'm going looking into correcting that on myself. Strengthening my hamstrings, especially the proximal end of my hamstrings. Needs the most strengthening. You know me, if you've been following me for a while, you know that my history is in personal training, strength training, Olympic weightlifting, and powerlifting. So I do have a background. But yeah, I never had any type of groin issues in the past year. But ever since I stopped working out, I stopped using my body functionally. Only time I use my body is when I work, when I'm stretching people, when I'm massaging people. But ever since I stopped, certain things started coming up, certain pain and discomfort patterns started to creep up into my body. So I figured I'd get ahead of it. I'll work on myself. Also, within this journey, I'll be taking you guys into my therapy sessions. So I'll be including stretch therapy into my rehab, massage therapy into my rehab, chiropractic care, and more rehabilitation exercises that I'll be doing. Some more, and then I'll catch you on the floor. And today, I'll focus on about 3 or 4 exercises that I already have planned for myself. First, we're going to start off with some, first gonna start with some banded deadlifts, as if I'm like a beginner. This has been, like I said, a long time since I've been to the gym. Right now, just doing some dynamic stretches, opening up my, that's where I feel it. Opening up my hips. And then I'll get into some banded work, a little bit of weighted work, and then some mind control. Really tap into your muscular system, into the nervous system. This life feels so amazing. So, a really light band. Fine. I'm gonna go conventional, not going wide. This is just for me to focus on technique, control, starting off with a really light band. All right, went up, so I'm figuring with this band, I'm gonna do 3 sets of 8. Controlled movements. I have really long legs, so my deadlifts are gonna look a little bit different than most people. So when I'm doing this, focusing on not pushing my butt in, keeping my spine neutral. Posteriorly tilting my pelvis, my chest up, shoulders back and down. Focusing on my posterior chain. Okay, so now that I got my whole posterior chain activated, I'm going to get into some bridges. This is to help activate the proximal end of the hamstrings. So I'm really focusing right here. So Lisa, why are you focusing on the proximal end of the hamstrings? It's because when it comes to the kinetic chain, because my right side, my right anterior hip is bothering me, most likely there is some type of stability or instability going on in the left glute. All this pretty much crosses over, pretty much like your spiral line, your fascial spiral line. So if this is unstable, which is going to be your hamstrings, proximal end, IT band, glutes, all this crosses over into your lats on the right side and your shoulder, your right shoulder. If there's some instability in the left, the right is going to compensate and become overactive, that's what's going on in my hip. So I'm coming right here. I'm just going to do a lift up and hold for 3 seconds and bring it back down. That's it. And bring it back down. This also works on anterior pelvic tilt too, because there's some stability that's going on in the lower abdominals when you lift up. And I'm sure over the course of this past year, my lower abdominal has become weaker. I've just been looking back on my pictures lately and videos. I've seen a drastic change in my lower abdominal. There's a unnecessary pooch. And it just looks like it's rounded instead of pulled in. So I'm going to do about 3 sets of 8 on these, holding it for 3 seconds at the top and bringing it back down. My third exercise, I want to get into some lateral pelvic tilts. This is going to help me pretty much with my SI joint, just in case that's unstable. There could be a possibility that my SI joint is unstable. So I couldn't really find a surface that I could elevate. So I just found a dumbbell that I'm just going to balance on, and the wall is here for my balance. So all I'm just going to focus on is just not bending my knee that's on the platform and having my pelvis tilt down to the right, let it hang, and then pull it up. It's a very slight movement, but it is very powerful also. So for each side, I'm going to do 3 sets of 8. I've done 3 sets of 8 lateral pelvic tilts. I figured I'll just throw in just a quick psoas release. So on Instagram, I forgot the page, but it was an instructor. She's a yoga instructor. She said a really good way to release your psoas is to pretty much just get on an uneven surface and just let your leg hang and pretty much do like a pendulum swing with your leg. Gravity is just going to help lengthen the iliopsoas and your psoas major. Do for about a minute. Should feel a release. I've tried it before and I've definitely felt a release. So I'm just going to do it now for about a minute. See if I can get my balance. Ooh, look at that. That's part of what I'm going to do today is just a psoas stretch. It's going to be pretty much a runner's stretch. So one thing I do want to focus on, since this is my right leg, it's the leg that is the affected one. I want to keep this on the floor, bringing my left leg up, and then I'm just going to lean forward until I feel a stretch in the front of my hip, which is like the proximal end of my quads, right in the front. And then I'm going to rotate into that and breathe into that stretch. And every single time I exhale, I am looking to get a little bit further into the stretch. I'm also turning my back foot a little bit, turning my heel inward to get more of that iliopsoas. Oh, yep, there we go. There we go. Lord. But yeah, I'm gonna hold this for about 30 seconds to start off. And my goal is to work my way up to a minute. Oh, yeah. I'm sure the other side is gonna feel pretty good. I'm about to give my knees a little bit more cushion. I am not in my 20s anymore. I do not have 20-year-old knees. So give my knees a little bit more cushion. There we go. I'm sure this other side is gonna feel, yeah, that feels pretty good. I'm gonna hold this one for 30 seconds. So when it comes to rehab, one of the main things is not about just releasing muscles, which I am doing right now, but as you can see that for most of the part, it's about activating your opposing muscles. Make sure that they are working properly. And then the muscle that is overactive, that is taking on the load, that's the muscle that you want to focus on releasing. But a lot of people only focus on the release part, the massage, the stretch. But rehab is way more than that. Manual rehab is way more than that. And that's what I try to preach and teach, that just getting a massage, just getting a stretch is not the best way of getting the results that you really need in the long run. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there it is. So I did 3 sets of 30 on each side to equal a minute of a stretch. And I'm stopping as soon as I feel that discomfort. I do not want to put my body into any type of shock, because once you put your body into once your body starts shaking and start clenching in certain areas when things are very uncomfortable and painful, it defeats the purpose of release. So you don't want to get to a point where it's painful, where it's too uncomfortable to the point that you can't get the release that you need. You don't want your fight or flight nervous system to kick in. You want to stay in a calm, relaxed state whenever you're stretching. So that's the end of today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I have a challenge for my therapists out there, my manual therapists and physical therapists. If you have any type of insights on just hip pain, if you want to help me out, please help me out. I don't have all the answers. I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm still trying to see what is going on. But today is day 1 for this week. I'm looking forward to bringing you guys on this journey. Stay tuned. See you in the next one.